What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. We got repos, we got car deals, we got car payments, we got all kind of stuff going on in today's video, guys. So let's get into it.
Are you still in search for an RX?
I'm still in search for a car.
I got you. Well, I have some coming in, and that's why I wanted to give you a call. Are you dead set on having that heads-up display? Like it's a must-have? Okay, I have a Premium Plus coming in. What color combinations are you open to?
Whatever. The Premium Plus, that's the car that's going to have the car note that's $1,300 plus, right?
That was the
Oh.
F Sport.
$1,300. There we go. That seems to be the norm nowadays. $1,300. Yeah, she is looking at a Lexus, so those cars are pricey.
We were looking at that time. Now, of course, that one's a little bit more. A Premium Plus is right below, so it'll be a bit more within the budget.
Okay, because I can't go above $1,000.
Wait,
I'm trying to go lower.
he said 13.
I'm trying to find a pre-owned certified car.
I understand. So on this premium right here, if you finance with no money down, you're looking at about $1,188 a month.
Okay, how many miles does the vehicle have on it?
Well, this one right here is brand new. It's not even here yet. But again, it's still cheaper than that F Sport that we were looking at the other day.
Can you send me pictures?
I mean, it's not here, but I can find some pictures online that resemble the car, and I can shoot that too.
But see, guys, people are just numb to high payments nowadays. I mean, if you want to ride good, you're going to have to pay to play. And, you know, Lexus, that's the best of the best. It's pretty much a glorified Toyota. So if she's going to keep the car for a long time, it makes sense. She could have like 24 months or 36 months payment terms. So that could make your payments higher. So if she was to stretch that out, it may go down to like $600 a month, $700 a month. So sometimes it just depends on the terms. I mean, it's a high note, but you know, some people got it, I guess.
To you.
That'll be fine.
Okay, let me do that for you real quick, and I'm gonna see if I can work you up some numbers on it. I'm gonna see what I can do, okay?
Okay, thank you, Davion.
Alrighty, ma'am. Just be looking out for something here shortly via email.
Okay, love.
And you know, it's funny because a lot of times when you see people riding down the highway or on the road, you see them in these super expensive cars, the Range Rovers or the Mercedes Benz. You just automatically assume, hey, they must got a couple of dollars. At least that's what most people do. Like, I really don't judge people. I mean, you just don't know how people got, you know, what they have. You just don't know. Some people could have hit the number. Some people just had really good jobs. Like where I live in Maryland, this is one of the richest areas you can be in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the state of Maryland have money. You know, there's a lot of millionaires in Maryland. So a lot of times these folks really do have it like that. But some people are really faking it. You know what I'm saying? They out here faking. And they not paying their rent or the Mercedes Benz. You just automatically assume, hey, they must got a couple of dollars. At least that's what most people do. Like, I really don't judge people. I mean, you just don't know how people got, you know, what they have. You just don't know. Some people could have hit the number. Some people just had really good jobs. Like where I live in Maryland, this is one of the richest areas you can be in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the state of Maryland have money. You know, there's a lot of millionaires in Maryland. So a lot of times these folks really do have it like that. But some people are really faking it. You know what I'm saying? They out here faking. And they not paying their rent in order to drive these expensive cars.
I live in a bubble where everybody pays their rent, pays their mortgages on time, and nobody is being foreclosed upon or going bankrupt. But unfortunately, when I became a landlord, I was exposed to the different side of the world, the side of the world that don't pay their rent. As a landlord, I got to see evictions happen. I never met anybody who got evicted, but when I became a landlord, I did start to see people not paying rent. And they don't just start not paying rent because they fall behind. They know the system and they stop paying rent the first month rent is due.
That's crazy. But, you know, a lot of times people come into some money and they're able to make that down payment. I mean, the same thing goes for cars. You're able to get in it. But when that first payment comes, you're like, man, I'm not paying that $1,500 a month. Or when that first rent come in, first rent payment is due, man, I'm not paying that $2,500 a month.
So when I bought a 2-family in Baltimore,
Crazy.
I had a tenant that moved in he had a BMW and he stopped paying rent the first month. The first month rent was due. I gave like the minute the 30 days was over and he had paid his deposit and first month rent. Literally, he stopped paying rent. And it was eviction process from there on out. And what I realized was like, how do broke people get nice cars? Well, if you've ever went for a car loan, you will see that it's pretty lackadaisical. It's really easy in America to get a car loan. So
That's very true. That is very true. A lot of times they don't even ask you for pay stubs. So that basically they don't even verify your employment. So you can pretty much go in there and tell them anything, especially if you got a good credit score. If they let them run your credit and your credit score is high, some banks don't require a pay stub. They don't even verify your employment. So that's how you have a lot of people just riding around in BMWs that don't even have a job. It's crazy.
This is why you see a lot of people work at minimum wage jobs that pay anywhere from $10 to really $20 an hour, and they're driving a relatively newer car. They're driving a car that's like $20,000 to $30,000 or more, and it's because car loans are scarily easy to get. And even if you can't qualify for like a normal car loan, you can get like one of those busted up credit card loans. Those loans pay out at 10%. But some, mostly men, will go crazy and get 10% interest or more just because they want to drive a nice car to impress the ladies. But this man is broke and he doesn't have a good job and he doesn't pay his rent.
It's not just men. For who I'm saying, she try to make it sound like it's this man. There's a lot of ladies riding around faking too now. Let's keep it real. But she's right though. There's a lot of people riding around in expensive cars, man, that's not even paying their rent. Or their kids don't have stuff they need for school, or you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people's priorities are all crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's getting out of hand for real. And I blame social media, because people get on social media and they see their friends living, you know, they on a cruise, or they see their friends, you know, taking delivery of that new car with the bow on the hood, not really knowing the backstory. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to stay in your own lane, because you just never know.
If you're thinking about getting that car off the lot and paying that note, do it.
Do it.
I keep thinking, cash card. After cash card is a move, like I'm saving money. But guess where it always have me at? Guess where it always lead me to? The shop. This shit always leads me back at the shop. It's like the money I spend on getting my car fixed, that can be on a note on a car. It ain't have to be necessarily the car that I really want, but it could be on a more reliable transportation. Like, this is crazy.
This person feels like it's better off having a car note instead of paying cash. But see, that's because a lot of times people want to pay cash for a car, but they still trying to buy a Mercedes that got 120,000 miles on it, and then be upset when they got to get it fixed and it costs a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not like they're going to buy a Honda or they're going to buy a Toyota. They go buy these BMWs that's on these little Motor One lots, on these little off-brand lots, and then be surprised that it's so expensive to get it fixed or the car keep breaking down. Nah, y'all picking the wrong cars. If you want to pay cash for a car, get your little cheap car to get you to A to B. And that'd be the issue right there. But people don't seem to understand that. Sometimes you can get lucky and get a Mercedes with a whole bunch of miles on it, and the car lasts and it'll be in good condition, but you got to check the history. You got to take somebody with you that knows the car. A lot of times that's the issue right there. It's not the fact that, oh, because you buy a cash car, you're going to have to do repairs on it all the time. Yeah, if you buy the wrong cash car. So leave your comments, guys, man. Let me know what y'all think about these videos, man. I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all like videos like this, man, let me know in the comments. Appreciate y'all watching, and I see y'all on the next. Peace.